So in this video, we want to talk about a topic that can really be confusing for new users of computer graphics software, and that's the concept of aliasing and anti-aliasing. The easiest way for me to explain this to you is just to show it to you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our oval selection tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and hold down our Control-Alt-Shift tools and make a perfect circular selection here. And then I'm just going to go to Edit, Fill, and choose to fill with current color and hit OK. And then I'm just going to hit Control-D to deselect that selection. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to enable this anti-alias icon, like so. And then what I want to do is I want to drag out a similar size circle. So I'm just going to kind of line it up as close as I can, like so, and then hold Control-Alt-Shift and just click and drag. And you can see that's roughly the same size. So I'm going to go Edit, Fill, with current color and hit OK. And hit Control-D. Now, right off the bat, at this resolution, you should see that this circle with the anti-alias turned on looks smoother, whereas this one looks like it has a little bit more of a jagged edge. If we grab the magnifier tool and we see this first icon right here, which is high quality display, smooth objects when zooming, this is going to be very important because it's not always going to reveal to you exactly what's going on, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom way in here, and you can see here that this looks a little bit more blurry here than it does over here, but this is still kind of blurry. If we turn this high quality display off, like so, you can see very clearly that this edge is much smoother, and this edge is very crisp. Basically, we have pure black and pure white with nothing in between, whereas on this edge we have a little bit of gray value, which softens that transition and gives us a smoother edge. This smoother edge is what's known as anti-aliasing. So this is what's known as an aliased edge. And basically, the reason why an aliased edge is going to be advantageous to us is because when we're working and we want to make selections and we want to have nice, crisp detail, we want to have an aliased edge. Whereas when we're painting and we want to have smooth, soft edges, we want an anti-aliased edge. Now again, this is not something that you're always going to be able to see if you have this high quality display turned on, because this can lead you to believe that there's actually aliasing there when there's not. So there are times when you want to turn this off if you need to see, but truly, if you know what it is that you're doing, then you don't need to worry about it. Now I'll go back to 100% and we'll come back over here to our selection tools. And again, the idea being is that if you want that smoother edge right here, that blurrier edge for final artwork purposes, then you're going to want to turn on the anti-alias. Whereas if you're trying to make a selection that you're going to be saving and you want a nice, crisp, graphic, hard edge, then you're going to want to turn this off. So this is something that's also going to pop up when we're working with things like our paint bucket. As you can see, there is also an anti-alias option right here. And if we're working with our magic wand, you'll see there's also an anti-alias right there. So this is an option that's going to come back over and over again throughout the course of working with not just Painter, but any graphic software. So just be aware of the differences between anti-aliased, which is the smooth edge, and aliased, which is that hard edge that has kind of a stair-stepped look. And be aware that there's going to be times when you're going to want to choose one or the other. And as we're progressing, we'll see some instances where maybe it's advantageous to have that hard aliased edge.